Cayti and Tim Brinegar. Do not confuse it with vinegar. So we're going to be talking about some foster children and this fundraiser they have coming up. So you're going to learn a whole lot. So just tune in to the behind scenes of Today with Pastor Jay. Hopefully I won't mess up today, but can't promise anything. You know how it goes. All right. We're waiting. He's looking up. Are you nervous?
Little bit.
You look like you about to panic. Breathe, Cayti, breathe. And make sure you speak directly into the microphone.
Does it come closer?
And you can pull it, do whatever you want to do. That's about close. You might have to scoot closer.
Okay.
Okay. Brinegar. All right. So we're waiting for Mark to find out where we're going to see what this Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, I just want to see where. Okay, that's good. We can start from the beginning, but I'm gonna do my regular intro. I probably should start doing that. I've been playing with everybody else's songs. And then I'm not sure what we're gonna do the. Oh, I know. When I take the first break, we can do the aye Captain thing, and then I say we need to take a break, and then you can go aye Captain, and then maybe play my exit. Because I'm extra. Do you know people like this stuff on my radio program? I don't know why. I be making up stuff. I do. Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
You are now tuned in to Today with Pastor Jay on WNZF News Radio, where we discuss inspiring and informative news. And now here's your host, Pastor Jerlyn Denny.
Good morning, good morning. Wake up and good morning. Oh my goodness. It's another day. And guess what? I'm still breathing and I'm excited about it. I'm on this side of the dirt. We have been losing, and when I say we, all of America have been losing people over and over and over again. It seemed like at just a rapid rate. It's almost like people are dying. They are.
Yes.
And not just spiritually, but physically in a way. And I do not like my intro. Let's start over. That's not where I wanted to go. It sounded like I was making fun of people dying. What's wrong with me today? I need help. That's not. Okay, let's start over.
You are now tuned in to Today with Pastor Jay on WNZF News Radio, where we discuss inspiring and informative news. And now here's your host, Pastor Jerlyn Denny.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wake up and good morning and stretch because you are alive today. What I love about a new day is that God's mercies are new every morning, and I get to do right what I messed up on yesterday. And hopefully there's enough hours in this day to fix that. But I'm just grateful for his grace, his mercy, and his love. I have this morning 2 phenomenal guests in the studio, and that will be Cayti and Tim Brinegar.
Hey.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you think? Are you excited that we're just able to stretch and breathe and be excited and all that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a beautiful day.
Definitely.
Yeah. So tell me about yourself. What's going on? Who are you? Who's Cayti and
Wow.
Tim?
Wow. Who is Cayti and Tim?
How long have
My
you guys
goodness.
lived in Flagler?
So I have been in Flagler County for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Originally from Connecticut, and I moved down here when there was one stoplight.
There was one stoplight here?
Yeah, 1990 moved here.
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy back then. And Tim and I met about 2.5 years ago, and we got married a year and a week ago.
Newlyweds.
Yes,
Oh, she's still counting.
newly.
Tim, did you hear that? A
I
year
did.
and a week ago.
It counts on my phone every day.
I like that. So, wow.
Yeah, quite the blessing. Absolutely. Yeah.
So, Tim, how long have you been here in Flagler County?
1 year.
Oh, how did you guys meet? Don't tell me the internet.
I'm sorry.
Was it the internet?
Yes. Match.
Match.com.
Really?
Yeah.
We were both about to stop using it that day.
And the algorithm said they're both about to stop using it that day. So I better do what I better do what I was supposed to do.
That's right.
Exactly.
How long were you guys on Match.com?
I was on and off for 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Longer than I'm willing to admit.
Did you go on a lot of dates? Oh, see, I'm all over the place now.
Wow, I had no idea it was going to go there.
Because
Yes.
I would not be a good single person. Really. I tell my husband this all the time. That's why my husband's the better part of me because he knows America would not be the same if I was single.
Oh,
Really? Because see,
Wow.
not that I would do anything bad, but I would probably, I cook all the time. I have 7 children,
Nice.
I've been married practically all my life. And, I would probably date people for free meals so I wouldn't have to cook. So I would,
There's that.
there's that. So that's why I say I would not be a good single person. I mean, so I'm down to one in the house. And, my husband, he does the dishes, thankfully. Thank God for that. Oh, because when I was growing up, I used to do all the dishes all the time. My mother, you could not have a dirty dish in the sink, for real. So this, people like, oh, Pastor Jay telling us something else, but I'm transparent. So he does the dishes. So he tells me the other day, I think I'm going to invest in some paper plates. Now, I don't eat off paper plate, but anyway. I said, well, I think I'm going to invest in Uber Eats. Because if we're eating off of paper plates, I'm not cooking anymore.
Exactly.
But no, that is a super cool story about you two.
I think I was looking for this checklist of what I wanted in a person.
Oh, your ring is
you know?
beautiful.
Thank
Look at that.
you.
That's pretty. Sapphire.
And
Nice.
so I think I'd never found what was on my checklist. And then Tim reached out to me, and literally on my very last day, and he said, hey, are you free for dinner tonight? And I thought, what nerve? I don't know this guy. I haven't done the customary 3 weeks of email
You did all of
exchanges
that?
and then text and then maybe a phone call and are you good enough for me to meet you? I was
Wow.
I've been getting a free meal. I didn't know it was like a whole big 3-week introduction email thing.
Yeah.
Screening.
Yeah, and Tim, you like, I don't care. Hey, you look hot.
He's like, let's
Hey.
go out tonight.
That's it.
Now,
And that was it.
you were already living here. You had just moved here?
I had not moved here. I was in Jacksonville.
Oh, so you live in Jacksonville. So that's not too far away. Okay.
It was close.
All right.
Then he moved here just before we got married. We had to postpone, COVID. So the wedding got pushed back a bit. But
You didn't have a COVID wedding where both of you wore masks?
We did not wear
No.
masks. No.
have
But we
y'all
did
seen-
get married during COVID. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've seen some COVID weddings where people wore masks and they kissed through the mask.
I just have
You
nothing
can't-
to say.
You can't just make this stuff up for real. It's real
can't.
stuff. It's real stuff. I'm not laughing at people that wear
I
masks.
no,
I don't mean it that way.
no,
Just common sense just isn't so common these days.
that's correct.
Yeah. All right. So you're here today because you're doing something fantastically wonderful. I mean, other than the fact that you're newlyweds and now you have this fundraiser thing going on for children. How do you go? Who had this idea first? And Tim, did you get dragged into her insane, I love doing stuff for people? Or Cayti, did you get dragged into his insane, we love doing stuff for people? I mean, because I'm just going to tell you, y'all dress up like pirates. Gotta say that.
Yes.
There's that.
Yes, we do.
I mean, you're pirates. Do you actually think you're pirates or you just play one on TV?
No. So it all started basically because I was doing this prior to our relationship, and I did not identify as a pirate to her, which is probably was a good plan.
That was smart.
But
Well,
after,
wait.
go ahead.
Wait. At the end of our first date, he did say, so I'm a pirate. And I thought,
He said, so I'm a pirate?
red flag. He's like, no, I dress as a pirate. And, it's like a
Another
hobby
red
of
flag.
mine. And I thought, this is going somewhere. I'm not sure I want it to
No.
go.
This is my best show this year. And I'm glad it's airing on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And it says today with Pastor Jay, because it holds me accountable. Because I could go like so many places right now. And my listeners are going, do it, do it, do it. And then I've got my praying group that's listening right now going, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Yeah. Which one of them is the Honorable Joe Warbright. She's probably going, don't do it, don't do it. And I got John Subers on there going, no, don't do it. But ain't no telling what's going to come out of Pastor Jay's
Never
mouth.
know.
Yeah, you never know. So that is super cool, the pirate thing.
Yeah, we started working with that, and then she was very passionate about community, which I always have been myself, and we just applied the two meshes of her abilities and great strive to get connections with people and build their spirits to do great things. So we meshed my insanity,
Your pirate
my
theme.
pirate
The
theme.
pirate thing.
So
With my
we,
servant theme. And
so
here we
with
are.
those two things, it pulled together wonderfully. And this is the direction we've taken a passion of two things and mesh them together, which I had the passion too for helping community and all that and the children and such. So it came together relatively quick. So now with everything that we do, we're busy.
All right, so let's talk about this fundraiser. It's called Murder Among the Mateys. I wish I could say that in like pirate voice. Tim, you can-
Arr, it's the Mateys. Come and
Okay.
see us at the pirate show.
I
We'll
love
be
it.
having dinner.
I love it. So it's May 1st on a Sunday at, where is it?
Doors open at 1:00
Where?
for dinner. It's at the Palm Coast Social Club on Old Kings Road.
Oh,
Yep. And then the show will begin at 2:00.
so doors open at 1. There's a show.
Mm-hmm.
How much does it cost?
Tickets are $50.
$50. And how do
Includes
people,
dinner and the show.
dinner and the show. And how do people get tickets?
They can go online to seawolfprivateers.org. There's a listing, a link there for Eventbrite, and then also on our Facebook page. And to find us on Facebook, they can just type in Flagler Pirates, and our page will come up. And there's also a link there to the event to purchase tickets as well.
Nice. So the proceeds from ticket sales are going to benefit children.
So
community.
specifically it'll be for an events held for the foster children here in Flagler County. There are over 500 kids placed in foster care in our community. And a lot of those children are broken up, those siblings are broken up into different homes. So Tim has some experience in the foster care system as a foster parent. So his passion has
I was going to
been-
say as a pirate, but
So his
That too.
passion has been to do something for those kids. He's seen firsthand how the kids are separated, and he actually has adopted 2 foster children, two girls, and so
wow.
Yeah.
How old are they now?
They are now 29 and 30.
That is super cool.
mhm. Yeah, right. Takes a big
He
heart
sounds
to do
like
that.
he's a keeper.
He is a keeper.
I mean, who foster children and then adopts them and stuff?
Yeah.
That is super cool. Oh, wow.
So he said when we were talking about, which group do we choose of children to help? Do we just do it on a individual basis? How do we determine where our funds are going to go? And he brought up the idea of the foster kids and having siblings that are separated that don't get to live under the same roof again. And it just adds to their, difficulty and their struggle during this already hard time they're going through.
Right.
So we thought, okay, how can we bring them back together to see each other and have fun? And then we thought, okay, the pirate fantasy world, is
Right.
a great, play theme for kids. And so we decided that the money from this fundraiser is going to go towards a fun-filled activity for these children. And we can't do all 500 kids at one event, but, we'll pick smaller groups and we'll do like a treasure hunt. We have a pirate ship float that they'll climb on, and they will hear pirate stories, and then
Oh,
they'll do,
wow.
maybe the little treasure hunt, and then hopefully a ride on the Black Raven pirate ship in St. Augustine, and we'll all be dressed in our authentic pirate garb. And so they'll just have a great time, have some lunch, and just get to see some positive adult role models.
Positive adult role models. That's the direction we're taking it. We want to get back into them, that these troubles and things that they've had with adults, unfortunately, now that we bring them back together with their groups there, with the adults that are participating, and actually having the pirate garb on and being in that fantasy world for a moment relaxes that child. They're in there to have fun, so they get communication.
This sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we need to take a break. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. You
Aye.
are listening to Today with Pastor Jay. Palm Coast Social Club, right?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
And so we're also looking for sponsors
I
and
got that
silent
part.
auction stuff.
Kings Road. Will you take some Trump stuff for silent auction?
We can't.
Oh, sure.
We already talked about that.
I
I think we just are trying not to be politically connected.
I was just
although-
asking. I mean, I do have an autographed hat.
But
from-
I'll take some Trump stuff.
Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I had an autographed Trump hat.
Oh my
All right, I'll keep it.
Tempting thought.
No worries. Okay, we're gonna come back in with the pirate theme thing, I think. And then I think when I go out for the break, I'll use the theme again, and then I'll end with my regular closing. That way, it'll be sandwiched in the middle. I do like that aye captain thing. So hold that. I mean, do like this, like like I got like I have a drummer. I can go give me a beat, because I'm crazy like that. All right, you ready? Welcome back to Today with Pastor Jay, and I am so excited. I have Cayti and Tim Brinegar here, and they're talking about this wonderful fundraiser that they're doing for foster children in Flagler County, bringing them together, a fun-filled day, and they're having a fundraiser at the Palm Coast Social Club on May the 1st. May the 1st. Tickets are only $50. They're going to have a 50-50, a silent auction, and they're looking for sponsors. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about foster care. Did you know, talking to my listeners, I know you guys know, the median age of foster children is 6.1 years old. The number of foster youth nationwide is roughly $424,000. At least 40% of foster children have learning difficulties. Foster kids are suspended and expelled from school 3 times more often than other children. And foster youth are less likely to graduate from high school. That is just crazy statistics. So I applaud you all for what you're doing, because, I mean, what do you do with that? What do you do with that?
You bring them back into the fold, and that's where the disconnect's at. They are moved around so much because occupancy of homes and the overloading of the kids coming into the system. So they get disconnect. No one's consistent. They don't end up going to the same school. A lot of times they're moved from point to point. So that causes a disconnect for schooling.
Of course, they're grieving.
Yes, sure. Yeah,
You know?
they have those emotional challenges, which we know affects everything.
And they
it's
struggle
gonna-
for identity too.
Yes. Yeah, they don't know. I hate to use the term, they don't know who they are. Not really.
Right.
They're just a child that's being moved from place to place.
And their
So-
foundation has been shattered. They've been just rocked, to the core in a lot of these instances, and then put into a situation with strangers. It's
Adults have a challenging time with strangers, you know?
Exactly.
So you can imagine that foster children will and would, but the learning disabilities is just is astounding.
Yeah, it certainly is. And that's why we kind of thought, when we instituted Seawolf Privateers, our organization, we thought, okay, dressing as pirates and being
We may dress like
approachable.
pirates, but we kind of sort of have a Peter Pan
Yes.
theme kind of
You're
going
right.
on.
Right.
Yes, that's correct. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And we're actually privateers, so there's a difference between pirating and privateering.
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
okay. So what's the difference between pirating and privateers?
Privateers get what they call a marks or a mark. That means that someone's written you a document telling you these are the things that you want to do to support your country, taking care of people. You're actually working for an associate king, queen,
Right.
community mayors, commodores, so on and so forth. So you're in those days stopping ship lines, deliveries, things, and they would take the materials off the ship, and that's how the privateers were paid, some primarily, and then stop the shipyard. So in that same theme, they were given back to their communities and who they were working for. So as time went on, those things changed, but our focus is the privateer, so that we're out doing things that the marks gives us to do, which is the kids. That's our marks.
Here's another startling statistic for my listeners is that 20,000 children between age 18 and 21 age out of the system yearly. And 50% of foster children have no earnings within 4 years of aging out, and those who do not have an average annual income of $7,500. I mean, this is so when you talk about mentoring these children and bringing families back together, it's a lot for them.
Yes.
So let's talk about sponsorship, because you need some sponsors. You need some money. Let's see if we can get you some sponsors and some money. Let's get that website one more time.
Yes, it is seawolfprivateers.org.
Seawolf Privateer. How did y'all get the Seawolf? I'm asking too many questions.
No, that's a good question.
Okay, Tim. I know there's a method to the madness. That's what I
There
always
is.
say.
There was a Scotsman around the 1700s that grew up with his father in a military family, and his dad was in the armies and things of this nature, and he did not want to be in the Army. He wanted to be in the Navy. So he
I didn't want to be in the Army. I wanted to be in the Air Force. But
yeah.
okay.
So he overrid them and went into the Navy. And let's just say he was a very talented person. He was actually a Scotsman living in Britain. So as he got his first ship and got on board, they were very progressive on the person that he was. He was learned very quickly, and all the crew members liked him. They said, this person is a really good leader. So that grew into more things. But the problem was he was a very forward person. I know that you would know absolutely nothing about that.
But I realized I love the Army, so he probably should have been in the Army too. But go ahead.
So as time progressed on, he got his rankings and things. Despite that, he was very brutal with his superiors, needless to say. So to spite him and let them know who was boss, they put him on a very small ship.
Ooh.
Yes. So he took a small ship and wasn't even as big as a frigate, which is a very large ship, usually carrying about 34 cannons with about 300 crew members. His ship had 50 crew members and 14 cannons.
Oh, wow.
So he was a little shortcoming.
Small.
So as he proceeded out to perform his work in the battle during that time, he actually took that little craft and proved his point that he could do his job with limited supplies. So he took out many large Spanish frigates and captured them and built a reputation. And finally, the people of the different communities and of the naval groups considered him to be the Sea Wolf, which was his nickname.
I love that story. That is super cool.
Perseverance.
It
He
is.
came up against all these different obstacles and people that didn't believe in him, and yet he still continued, onward with his goal, and he was able to make some, serious historical events happen.
What a wonderful story, and what a wonderful story to share with the foster children as well, to kind of give them that kind of encouragement.
I have many.
You have many? Yeah. You have many stories. I bet you
Tim's
do.
our historian.
Very nice. All right. So sponsorship opportunities. Are there different levels of sponsorship? What we got?
Yes, there are. So there are sponsorship levels that start at $200, which would sponsor a table in which you could put your advertisement materials on, as well as get your ad and your logo, put it in a quarter page, put in our program book that will be given out to everyone. It'll have a lot of information in it that you'll need to solve the murder mystery. So all of the guests will get that. Then the next level is $500, which gets you the table with everything we just mentioned, your advertisement and whatnot, a larger ad in the program book, and also the 6 seats at the table that include the dinner and the show. And then we would also open it up to what would be our gold sponsor, which would be somebody who would be willing to walk alongside of us in our journey to help these children. And that's $1,000 sponsorship. That would include all of the aforementioned things, as well as a full page in our program book. And your logo will be placed on our banner that we take to all the events we do. We've been involved in several events. From
Parades.
Port Orange up to St. Augustine, in which we do, craft fairs and vendor booths and things.
Wow.
And then, we also built a pirate ship for the float for the the Christmas parades. We took best float in the Palm Coast Starlight Parade.
Nice.
And then we did several from Palatka down to Port Orange. We also won second place in the Port Orange Parade. So that was a lot of fun. And the kids just really, there was so much joy in their faces, and they were excited to see pirates in a ship. And we're now in phase 2. We're actually building that ship to have like a shell of the ship on the outside, so the kids can actually go in and climb in and enjoy being on that ship.
All right. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Gotta go. Make sure you go to seawolfprivateers.org. Gotta take another break. Gotta pay the bills. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. You are listening to Today with Pastor Jay. I figured it. All right. We're going to come back in. We're going to go aye, Captain again. And then I'm going to mention my sponsors. And then we're going to talk about
Silent auction items?
silent auction items. That's the only thing we got left?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then we're going to mention the website again,
Yes, ma'am.
because we got to keep mentioning it. And then we'll close out.
Yeah, and the fact that maybe if anybody is interested in joining our cause, they can come on board and be privateers with us. And be part of our
Okay.
crew. And
That sounds like a plan.
we have about 25 to 30 core members right now, but a lot of
Okay.
people that are interested in.
My husband and I are going to join.
Oh,
He doesn't know it yet.
Girl, I
Oh.
would love that.
Yeah.
He doesn't know it yet.
That
Yeah,
would
we're
be
looking
fun.
forward to it's becoming the Seaville's become a conversation, whether it's in fun or
Like,
enjoyment.
I
or
need
just-
something else to do, but we need something fun. Everything I do is fun. But
We
he's
are
gonna love
fun.
it. He's going to
Especially
love.
when the rum starts pouring.
Oh, that's why he's got to be in there for real. Okay. All right, honey, if you're watching me, you're going to be a privateer. You're going to dress up like a pirate. Like, maybe I'm so glad we're not on the air because I can't wait till I stop hitting end stream because I'm probably going to say some stuff. I'll be in trouble. Holy Ghost, activate. Holy Ghost, activate. Okay, let's do the aye, Captain. I mentioned my sponsor, and then we're going to go and talk about silent auction items. Want to give a thank you and a shout out to Steve Verrier, theFloridaMortgageCenter.com. Thank you for sponsoring Today with Pastor Jay. Truly an amazing sponsor, and I'm just so grateful to have him. He's been around, and I got to get him involved because Steve is just amazing. I don't know if you know him. If you ever need to buy a house or refinance your house or do anything like that, he's the money guy.
Nice.
And he has such a heart for children, for youth, for community. So I'll make sure I pass this on to him. He would love to participate.
you.
That's just how he is. Yep. So I know you have a silent auction, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're actually looking for any gift cards or items that could be donated to our silent auction. The way that works, if you're not familiar, we display the items. We have a starting bid, and then people can go ahead and sign their name and raise the bid. And that money all just comes in directly to the kids. That's 100%. All the proceeds from this event go directly towards the events for the foster children here in our community. So any items that anyone's willing to donate to us, again, they can reach out to us at seawolfprivateers.org, or they could contact.
Yeah, they can contact me. Contact Pastor J. Go to todaywithpastorj.com, or you can send me an email. You can email me. You can call me. You can do whatever. Call the radio station and say, hey, even if you forget, don't let the fact that you forgot the website or anything else stop you from giving or participating. WNZF knows how to get in touch with everyone. So that's a good deal.
Yeah, and again, on Facebook, it's easy to find us because you just type in Flagler Pirates. That's just an easy way to link to us,
that
and they
is
can
easy.
certainly message us there as well.
All right. So, Tim, we're going to close out, but I got to have some of this pirate talk.
You gotta have some pirate talk.
Yeah, we got to have something. Our listeners.
Hey, my little lassie. So how are you doing today?
That's pretty cool. Does he do that at home?
He does. That's
Oh,
really,
I'm not
that's
even
another
Go-
show.
I'm not going in there. So why don't you close out it with your pirate voice and give us the website again and information on the event, which is on May the 1st and where it's going to be. And that you're also looking for people to join your cause too. Now, if I sign up, am I going to have to walk the plank? I'm just curious.
You might. So, looking for the Seawolf Pirateers. Looking forward to you coming in. I have a lot of events going on, and we're going to be doing the Murder Mystery. So, aye, mates. So join up. See us then, May 1st, for the Murder Mystery, my mates.
All
and
right.
lassies, too.
I like it. Thank you guys. It was such a wonderful joy to meet you
thank
guys.
you. Thank
You
you
know
so
what I
much.
say? Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's not promised. What are you going to do today? Today you're going to go to seawolfprivateers.org or find them on Facebook, Flagler Pirates, and you're going to support this wonderful cause. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.